Amy, she can cross that line from micromanager to dictator quicker than me. You know, she can go right there, and you just fasten your seatbelt.
On Little People Big World this week, Tori's getting ready to go on a girls' trip, and she tried to give Zach some tips about what to do while she's gone.
Cleaning any chance you get would be greatly appreciated. Jackson's so good at mopping the floors. I have zero expectations. My clean is not the same as Zach's clean.
We grew up in a very fun house. She doesn't even know what a messy house is.
Is our house not fun?
There are times when I feel like we can't live in our house.
Daggers everywhere.
Because she'll clean it and then we just can't use it. And then I go in the kitchen to make a sandwich and she's like, you're gonna mess up I just cleaned the kitchen. I'm like, it's a kitchen. So I'm like doing an art project in here. Like I'm using the kitchen how it's supposed to be used.
They both seem to be a little bit nervous about Zach being a single parent for a couple of days.
I don't think you've been alone with the 3 kids.
Are you ready for this?
I've never watched all the kids overnight like this, but there's no nervousness.
It's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be super easy. Yeah?
No, it's...
Tori doesn't know anything. Are you gonna miss me?
Yes.
I'm gonna miss you. Jay, you gotta keep this house running while I'm gone, okay?
Okay.
Make sure Dad does what he's supposed to do. And remember,
No TV right now.
loves you.
Managing all the kids when you're so used to it being a 2-parent situation. I'm not like nervous, it is like, okay, you know, you're diving in for 3 days of like, who knows what.
I mean, a lot of things can happen in 72 hours.
Zach seemed to be handling things well on his first morning without Tori around, though he does admit that his parenting style is a bit different than hers.
I'm more efficient than Tori just because I'll be able to let things go. Tori can't let things go. Did I get in your eyes?
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, hold on, just hold on. His hair's not done, but we're running late. Get in the car. You have undies and pants on and shoes, get in the car. Tori's get in the car, but in a certain way. You have to look a certain way. And we have to do things a certain way. I'm more efficient, but I also let a lot, my quality isn't as good. Tori's quality is very high, no efficiency.
He took his 3 kids furniture shopping, and it looks like he's going for the better to ask for forgiveness than permission approach when it comes to buying a new couch.
Tori and me do not have the same taste. And so sometimes it's easier just to pick something out when Tori's gone. Tori just brings a lot of extra to shopping. Extra style, taste, expense, opinions. Tori's probably not gonna like it because I picked it out, but is she gonna absolutely reject it or will she tolerate it? You know what I'm saying? That's the thought process in my head.
But it turns out having all 3 kids in the store was a major distraction, and he didn't end up getting anything.
Taking 3 kids shopping, I don't know, I had no worries. I was a little cocky. It wasn't like the end of the world, but they definitely were over it. You know, it'd be nice if Tori was here, but she's not. I'm glad that she's enjoying her time with her friends. But, you know, like it's a lot of work with 3 kids. Still gotta go home, make dinner, you know, clean up. You know, but that's just what it is, you know? It's just what you have to do. All right, Lilac, you come to the other side. Hold on to your balloon. Jackson, you get in. I didn't find a couch today, but I'll probably come back and maybe I'll go by myself next time.
Zach was happy when Tori came back from her trip, but he emphasized how much she deserves some me time.
I totally appreciate Tori and everything she does on a daily basis. I think Tori and me, like, we definitely parent together. You know, we don't have long periods of time when it's just one of us with all the kids. And so it makes each other appreciate each other more that we're doing this together.
Come on. I'm waiting, come on.
Amy met up with a friend for lunch, and it appears she's not too happy about Chris hanging out with her ex Matt last episode for a guy's night.
I kind of feel stupid still having that intense, not liking it.
Uh-huh.
What do you say to that? It's like, the only thing I tell them is like, well, don't become best friends, okay?
Yeah.
That can't happen. When the guy you're married to and your ex get together, I don't know. It doesn't even have to be bad vibes or anything. It's just weird to me. But, you know, I often remind him of the fact that, you know, hanging out with Matt, it's like, it's okay, but it just still feels a little strange, a little awkward, a little like, Just remember, he is my ex.
Matt offered up the farm for a charity event that Amy's throwing, but Amy doesn't want her ex trying to be in charge of things.
What do you think about the farm?
Well, he's gonna wanna be in charge. That's his farm now. Who's gonna be in
Me.
charge?
Me. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen.
But it's his house, not yours.
No, I am running the show.
Girlfriend, let me tell you something.
No,
That
things
is
have
not your
changed.
farm.
Absolutely, he's in charge of the location. But when it comes to the charity and how it's going to be run, that to me falls on me. It's not that I don't want to hear Matt's ideas, but if I'm to do this, we'll do it my way. And if you don't want to do it, great. Don't do it. It's no sweat off my back. I will find it something else.
Speaking of Matt, his home build is undergoing some major progress, even if Karen isn't super happy about some of the choices he's made.
I came back, I could not believe the advancement of this house. Matt had sent me a couple pictures and I could hear the excitement in his voice and seeing this dream, you know, really start to take shape. That was very exciting for me. Wait, you left the bar in.
Sorry, I made a call. I had to make decisions while you were gone.
How do you feel about the changes he made?
I don't think they were necessary, but if they make him happy, then I just know that I keep him in check a little bit. I know that this was Amy's role for a long time. You know, as he's running full force across the street, she's leaning out and kind of trying to get him from, you know, having a car hit him. You do have to have some boundaries. So it's almost the voice of reason.
Amy, Chris, Matt, and Karen all met up to discuss the charity event, and tensions got a little bit high.
Amy, she can cross that line from micromanager to dictator quicker than me. You know, she can go right there, and you just fasten your seatbelt. You know, she can boss people around with the best of them.
What are your thoughts about doing it in the wedding area, using the wedding barn and then that grassy area there? It's got an amazing
I like
view
that plan.
right there.
There's no heat, but I like it. Would you get a tent?
I'm not doing a 10.
Okay.
That's way too much money.
Yeah.
Planning for anything, you know, who's going to take ownership? Who's going to lead this? I've been there, done that. You can't have too many leaders and too many bosses, so.
They both definitely got a bit stressed out trying to iron out all the details.
During the meeting, I could tell there was a point where it seemed like you and Amy were getting a little agitated with each other, and I'm not ever getting in the middle of that.
I don't want to get into having to get lights for the parking lot, so it'd be better if it wrapped before dark.
That's
7
the
to 9,
longest,
she just said.
That is the longest day. So if it happens to
How
be...
painful.
What do you envision the event the day of? What do you envision it looks like?
Complete disaster.
No, I mean, any event is a little bit stressful, and you put a stressed out Amy and a stressed out Matt anywhere in the same,
In the same
1 mile
box.
radius, and it seems like there's a combustion of smoke that just starts.
Can we also emphasize that this is a fundraiser and we're going to encourage everyone?
Oh,
Because
no.
I'll probably...
No fun.
Well,
We can't talk with these two.
No, you can.
It's a little easier to goof off when you're not the one in charge. And so since Amy's taken that role, then, then yeah, it's a little easier to have fun.